Even though Grand Theft Auto 5 is a pretty old game, it still gets lots of love out there, with players tinkering with the settings and being able to play GTA 5 in crazy and unique ways we wouldn't normally play the game on, like a calculator.
If a nigga won't front, throw him in the trunk, burn him up past my lighter, smoking no killer straight casualties. When your weed like Mickey and Mandarin, a pimp nigga, rich nigga, yeah.
No, but seriously, we're gonna be showcasing 10 different ways people are out there playing Grand Theft Auto 5. So real quick, I'll let you guys know this. YouTube kind of updated, and I don't really like this update, but they also added a golden like button, and all you need to do is just hit that like button 3 times really fast and then refresh the page, and then you'll see that the like button has turned gold for you. Now this is a really rare feature. I'm not sure if the YouTube has updated for you guys, probably not, but if you guys want to go ahead and unlock a golden like button, which does work for me, go ahead and leave that like button 3 times in a row, man. And also don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and turn on notifications so you guys never miss out on any of my brand new videos. I would really appreciate it, man, and you'll be awesome for doing that. And with that being said, let's go on ahead and get started. So right here I discovered this easy way on how to get some PlayStation or Xbox cards, and right here I actually got one for free that I didn't do that much work to actually get, man. But anywho, all I did was download this app called Pocket Flip, and all you need to do is just simply do some of the requirements here listed on the tasks, and then as soon as you do them, you get awarded points. And this one right here, all I had to do is just download this app and I got points awarded to my account. Just like that, man. Took about 5 to 10 seconds, and if you get a bunch of points together, then you get some rewards like these cards right here. Xbox, PlayStation, Amazon, all these goodies. They didn't really take that much time to actually get. So if you guys are looking for an easy way to get some points, go ahead and download it by using my link down below, and you'll get 100 points added to your account for free, or using my invite code Cernando. So what this guy was actually able to go ahead and do was run a program on his iPhone that actually syncs up with the phone in the game, and it actually does every single thing that he's doing in real life and performs it in Grand Theft Auto 5. So of course, if he goes in his inbox or he goes inside his camera, the game actually does that as well, which is pretty cool. It's like a controller for the phone only, and it's really awesome how he's able to actually go ahead and do that.
Can I get a cab ASAP?
Of course. Driver should be with you soon.
I'll be here.
So this one's probably the wildest one throughout this whole video, and my god, is it really weird. But what this guy was actually able to go ahead and do was code and wire up this circuit into actually transferring the image of Grand Theft Auto 5 into an old cell phone from the 90s. I know it sounds really weird, but I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. Take a look.
If you want to chunk them things. Yeah, that's cool. Please, homie. But I hear you.
Have you guys ever wondered what Grand Theft Auto 5 will look like on an old console? Like a PlayStation 1? Well, wonder no more, because you guys can actually see that as of right now. So this is what Grand Theft Auto 5 will look like running on a PlayStation 1. Now of course it doesn't look the prettiest, nor does it run the smoothest, but this is the closest thing that we got into making Grand Theft Auto 5 look like it's running on a PlayStation old console. Have you guys ever wondered if Grand Theft Auto 5 actually did come out for the App Store? Because you know, the game is about 5 years old. It only makes sense because the older Grand Theft Auto games are actually on there for you guys to actually buy, but it looks like there's no official created Grand Theft Auto 5 on there. Well, not to worry, because this is exactly how the game will look like if it was on the iPhone 10. As you guys can see, the game looks crispy clear, it runs perfectly well, and other than the controls being kind of clunky, this is the best that we got. So if you guys ever wonder how Grand Theft Auto 5 will play on an iPhone 10, then this is the best bet that we actually got. Doesn't run the smoothest like Fortnite, but it does the job damn well. If you guys ever get the opportunity to get an Xbox or old PlayStation 3 modded console, I'd advise you to actually do it, because not only can you go ahead and mess around with the old games that you used to play with, but of course you're offered so much freedom and just customizing your console, and as well as Grand Theft Auto 5 by giving yourself a bunch of cool little things like mod menus and money and all that type of stuff. I wouldn't advise you to ruin people's games by messing around with them, but if you're just one of those people who play by yourselves and do it in a single lobby, then go ahead and do it, man, and as well try out all the other crazy mods that the PlayStation 3 is capable of. The Nintendo Switch is a pretty popular system out there, especially the feature where you can just go ahead and play anywhere around the world, home or outside. That's pretty awesome, man. But Grand Theft Auto 5 on there, when is it actually going to happen? So what this guy actually was able to go ahead and do was use the exact hardware settings that the console actually comes with, and was able to actually register those settings into GTA 5 and make it look exactly how the game would run on a Nintendo Switch onto his PC. And this is exactly how it looked like. Now, one of the many cool reasons into actually wanting to own an Android phone is the fact that you're able to actually go ahead and customize your phone way more than an iPhone. Now, this one in particular has an app that actually runs a program through the monitor that actually sends that signal of the display over towards your cell phone right here, and you can actually use a controller like how you normally play a console game, and it's pretty cool, honestly. Just playing Grand Theft Auto on your phone with a really small display is actually really interesting to actually see. And you can also swap the controls. If you're not a fan of the controller, you can actually use your hands and just play around with that how you normally play like a Nintendo DS or PSP. But yeah, if you thought that was cool, then you can also use a mouse to move around your camera. The Android phones are quite customizable, and with all the many cool apps that gets released there, I wouldn't be surprised if you can just mount a keyboard and mouse over towards your phone and start playing the game like a PC, man. So this one's quite unique and weird. This guy was actually able to go ahead and download Grand Theft Auto 5 and play without a graphics card. Now, his setup that he's actually running is a Pentium processor with 2 gigs of RAM and absolutely no graphics card, and you guys are about to see exactly how this game will actually play out.
Man, I'm drunk, but I ain't getting drunk.
Pants down, pop laptop on his thighs, and lean out. I brought shame on my family. Shame is me. Believe me, when but when it comes to imagine strictly
Do this, motherfucker!
So here's a pretty interesting setup that I'm sure that you guys don't really normally see on a day-to-day basis. Now, what's happening right here is we're playing the game with a PS4 controller mounted with a clip that's attached to the phone right there, and you can basically utilize your PS4 controller to play the game like this, which looks very weird but kind of cool at the same time. And this is using the PlayStation 4 feature where you can send the display signal over towards your phone if you have the PlayStation app, which people don't normally do, but I thought I'd showcase this with this very interesting setup that's going on right about here. And the game runs flawlessly, doesn't really lag. All it really does is just send the same signal that your TV gets to show the game into the phone right here, and it plays perfectly. It's not like the game is being run on the phone, because if it did, it would lag and all that stuff. But yeah, pretty cool setup here. So the very last one that we got right here is gonna be quite the most interesting, weirdest, and freakiest way to play Grand Theft Auto 5. And I gotta give it up to the last gen users out there who are still playing this game on the PS3. Not too sure exactly why they, actually do that to themselves, but hey man, sometimes when you feel nostalgic or when you don't got the cash for it, then you gotta go ahead and play on the PS3. You can't go ahead and force people to upgrade when they don't got the cash to, or just really not to buy it again on the PS4. Whatever reason, we pay out their respects, and I'll pour one out for you dudes. But with that being said, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the footage that I used in this video, but more of it, and you want to check out the channels that I got it from, make sure that you guys go ahead and go down in the description, and I'll go ahead and leave their channels down below so you guys can subscribe to it. And make sure you guys also download the app that I showcased in the beginning if you guys need some cash. Love you guys, see you guys later, and peace out folks. Bye!